Your fund is S2F, right? Are you a huge stock to flow fan? Is that kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing? Tell us a little bit about the name and like what your investment thesis is on that type of stuff.
Yeah, it was tongue-in-cheek. We think that the stock to flow model is just one way that you could potentially value Bitcoin. There are folks that don't subscribe to it, and there are a lot that do. But it essentially, it projects that this market cycle, we've had a couple prior cycles and it's been pretty good at predicting where the price is going to track. This cycle, the S2F model predicts, I want to say a top of around, 200 to 250,000 in Bitcoin. And then if you run it out, it shows us hitting somewhere around $1 million per Bitcoin, towards the end of this decade. So like 2028, 2029, 2030. So yes, we started as kind of tongue in cheek. This will be fun. It's an interesting model. And if it comes to fruition, awesome. And if not, that's fine too. We still think the Bitcoin price will track the projections of the stock to flow model in some ways. But again, it's just one way to potentially value Bitcoin from a perspective of it being a commodity like gold or silver, because they use this stock to flow model to value gold and silver and other, precious commodities.
What do you think the high for the year will be?
So I expect it keeps going up, because if you'd asked me a year ago, I would have said probably 150,000 for this cycle. But what we couldn't have accounted for, and again, going back a year, because there was like no institutional interest a year ago, or very little. Fast forward 9 months, and you have the Squares, the PayPals, Tesla. I mean, all these behemoths, these stalwarts in the space coming in. Hedge funds, insurance funds coming in and saying, "Hey, we've allocated to Bitcoin and we believe in it, and it's a great investment." With that coming, to fruition, it just moved the top up considerably higher, I think. And just looking at the price action over the last few months and running our models on, where it's projecting, I would say somewhere between 200,000 and 300,000 for the top. But Bitcoin has this incredible ability to just completely, impress people and, overshoot what everyone's expecting. So, it could go well into the 300,000 range.
That's a super high number to put out. I mean, that's basically 6x from where we're seeing today, 5x. That'd be pretty amazing. I mean, I guess this is a universe of compounding interest that you understand in velocity, right? I think that's really interesting. I mean, my personal prediction is I feel like 120 is where my models are seeing it, but in no way do I feel like if it hit 120, I'm like exiting or something like that.